The images are heartbreaking. Animals caught up in trash left behind by humans.
Think about it. How many times have you seen a piece of plastic like that on the ground and never thought twice? And look what it can do to an animal.
Tom Scotty from Ahopa Wildlife Rescue in Volusia County says he gets these kinds of calls all the time. Rescuing animals twisted up in trash. However, all of them aren't always so lucky. And we're so glad to have Tom Scotty joining us right now this morning to tell us more about his efforts to save these animals. Great to have you, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So talk to me, first of all. You're a one-man show. You do this all by yourself.
Pretty much.
How do the folks like these folks find you?
People have found us through internet searches, referrals from local animal control agencies, police departments, and whatnot. But there's a lot of people that don't know about us.
Sure, that don't know you even exist, because this is the first time I've heard of you guys. One of the things you and I talked about in the commercial break was if initially people, I imagine, called FWC or they call 911 not knowing who to call.
Correct.
And how nice it would be if they could say, oh, you got to call Tom, right?
Yes.
That would help you out.
Yes.
So you're a one-man show. You do this all by yourself. Tell me about how busy you are.
Well, we have a vet clinic currently that's working with us to take care of medical treatments. We have volunteers working with us that handle rehabilitation and whatnot. But we do need more people to be able to get out and physically do the rescues. So we're hoping to be able to train people in the future.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yes.
Do you get a lot of phone calls? How often are you called out?
We're receiving anywhere from 8 to 15 calls a day.
Wow. And you can't possibly be able to respond to all those.
We try.
You do try?
Yes.
What types of cases are you seeing most?
A lot of animals being hit by cars. We get a lot of calls where birds fly into windows and knock themselves out, suffer head trauma. A lot of calls, for example, what we were talking about earlier about the sandhill cranes and other birds as well, picking up trash off the ground. They get tangled up in fishing line. They get pieces of trash stuck on their beaks, fishing hooks. We see cases of poisonings where ponds and lakes are being sprayed with chemicals to take the weeds down, and the animals are feeding out of these ponds and lakes, and they get poisoned from it.
I was amazed about how quickly you work to help that sandhill crane. Are you nervous when you're doing this? Because my fear would be, if I were trying to do that I would somehow injure the bird, that I would make the situation worse.
There's always a chance of an injury becoming worse from a capture, but it's a risk. I mean, fortunately, we've never had that situation. But the option is to leave the bird there and let it die. Right.
Well, yeah, because in this case, that bird would not have survived had you not helped it.
That's correct.
Right. But you said you're definitely seeing more issues with trash and animals.
Yes, we're seeing a lot more. We're getting a lot more calls of the same type of issue.
Wow. And you don't help bears or alligators. I just thought we'd mention that, because if you have a bear or alligator issue, don't call Tom. But everything else, right, you guys do?
Yes, we deal with most all the wildlife.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, what you do is a great thing. And how can people learn more about you? Do you have a Facebook page or a website?
We have a Facebook page currently. We have a website in progress, which hopefully we'll have up and running soon. But if anybody is willing to try to help us out, they can reach us through our Facebook page at Ahopa Wildlife Rescue.
Wonderful. Tom, thanks for all you do. You're
Thank
a good
you
man.
very much.
Thank you. The animals thank you, too.
All righty.
All right. He's like a Dr. Dolittle, Danielle. I love it.